What is going on, guys? Mobile Carrier News here. I did say I was going to make more videos in the coming this week, and here's this one video. I know the date is very it's like 12 days past this video, but I still want to make it because I still want to let you guys know. A lot of people don't know about this. Maybe some already did. I still want to catch up or just pretty much tell the story here. So basically, T-Mobile was going back to its mocking roots and highlighting their 5G is superior than Verizon and T-Mobile. No, Verizon and AT&T. And I'm not gonna lie, this is true. This is very, very true. Like I said, I'm no fanboy. I'm no, and that's kind of funny. I get an advertisement for Verizon. I'm not a fanboy of these guys, or these guys. Even though I have this guy right here, I'm just here to tell a story, give my 2 cents on both services. I do get a lot of Verizon. I do get a lot of T-Mobile fanboys saying I crave Verizon, but no, I just pay for the service and use the service because I use services. And I even have this one T-Mobile fanboy that got very very personal, very upset. Says I don't know what I'm doing. I've been doing this since the early 2021. So I'm pretty sure I know how to run my own video and give description and facts of what's going on. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to give him credit. I don't want to give him any clout, any attention. So we're gonna go back to the story. So T-Mobile is mocking how their 5G is very superior because of their low band and their mid band spectrum, and because of course they bought Sprint. Now this is very true. This is not a lie, guys. T-Mobile is leading 5G currently. They are currently leading 5G. This is no lie. T-Mobile is on a roll, even though T-Mobile still hasn't shut down their 3G CDMA network. They're still on a roll. This is actually true. T-Mobile is the leader in 5G. They've been the leader in 5G since um, December 2019 when they first launched 5G. They've been the leader for about 2 years now. They're mobilizing their service, and even when I went to the movie theater with T-Mobile when I used to have them, their service in the movie theater was pretty good. I was getting 50 to 60 megabytes per second inside the movie theater. Now this movie theater, it is this movie theater has I believe a lower level of the movie theater. You can go inside the movies. It never has a higher. The higher is just like little, just like exits. So I was always in the lower end, and I got 50 to 60 megabytes per second in the movie theater. And then now with Verizon, I went to the same movie theater, did a speed test, and I got, believe, I think 70 megabytes per second. It could have been lower, it could have been 40, who knows? But then the service cut off because I could only do that one speed test. But T-Mobile is leading 5G coverage right now. They do have the most 5G. The reason AT&T and Verizon don't have a lot of coverage 5G because they are newer. They did to the 5G era. They started a little later than T-Mobile. I believe AT&T and Verizon started February or March of 2020, while T-Mobile has just been ahead. They really are ahead, and they're mocking them. And it's just there's something just about T-Mobile that they like to mock. Like, yeah, that is true. You guys are leading 5G, but I would not be mocking the big two so heavily because things could change when C-band is released. And keep in mind, AT&T and Verizon have bought billions of dollars in new spectrum for 5G and LTE, but mostly 5G because 5G is the main topic in this video right here and in 2021. 5G is the main topic. And let's hope T-Mobile, instead of mocking, I really hope they go back into working more on their service because this could change. This could go to a complete 180 in 2 to 3 years. Now, I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not fanboy to any of the three. I just pay for this for one of the services. But it is possible that the T-Mobile could go with a 180, and AT&T could be the leader in 5G, and then Verizon and then T-Mobile. We honestly don't know what will happen. We can't predict the future of these carriers, these billion-dollar carriers. We don't know. I don't know. We don't know how it's going to work. Their stock is less important. It doesn't matter. Their stock is not well. I'll invest in their stock eventually, but it's not their concern. The concern is who's the leader in 5G. Currently, it is T-Mobile. This is very true. They are the leader in 5G, but the question is for how long? We do know that T-Mobile is only investing $9 to $12 billion, and I did see in a new video recently too that T-Mobile will start investing $23 billion along with AT&T and Verizon. AT&T and Verizon, I can see them investing $23 billion, but T-Mobile, $23 billion. If they have that kind of money in their reserve to invest in their 5G, they better do it. They better grab the gauntlet. They better throw down the hammer and actually invest $23 billion because they desperately need $23 billion. It all depends on coverage, location, area, city, town, all that stuff. But T-Mobile definitely needs to up their capex because their capex is just too low. Like they're literally doing this. Like let's see, from 2020, which was a year ago, to 2020, um, 5 or 6, around there, for 5 to 6 years. Coming up, T-Mobile's going to invest $9 to $12 billion, which is totaling $60 billion in their network, and I just think that's very low. Um, Especially coming from the big two carriers. I really think T-Mobile needs to up their they need to up their game. They really need to up their game fast because 5 years will go like this. Snap a finger, it'll be quick. And we know how T-Mobile will be. Their ultra capacity is great and all. It's good, but heck, that millimeter wave could catch up to you. The AT&T's 5G plus, aka C-band, could really catch up to them. It just depends on how T-Mobile is doing this. Also, Neville is going on saying that why isn't AT&T and Verizon actually improving their service? Now, what he means by this, it is he's saying T-Mobile's going to combine mid-band and low-band spectrum to fuse into one to make the best spectrum. While it is great and all, I really think T-Mobile should focus on their coverage because coverage, if you want fast speeds, yeah, you could have the fastest speeds. You could be up 2 gigabytes in a certain area than Verizon's 5G, no doubt. Like I totally believe that. But the thing is, if your coverage isn't par with AT&T and Verizon, which let's be honest, T-Mobile's not, they're not their coverage hasn't been it's never been that great. They had to invest billions of dollars to improve their service back then, what 10 years ago. I mean, they're still doing it now. Don't get me wrong, but it's just how T-Mobile's doing it. And just because you're combining mid-band and low-band spectrum to make one, and just some super exciting technology that's super blazing fast and speeds, your coverage is just if it can't cover that, then you're gonna have problems. People are gonna leave for better coverage. They already have the speed. They already have the speeds, but they're gonna go for better coverage because let's be honest, who doesn't want who do you don't want to be in it? It's somewhere like an area that looks pretty good, but you have no coverage, like Middletown or something. I don't really know, but you definitely need to improve your coverage. Yes, they did acquire Sprint, but I believe it's going to take them 5 to 10 years to actually infuse all those Sprint towers and get that off the ground to actually up your coverage. Even though Sprint used to have a lot of towers, and I just think T-Mobile is kind of they're celebrating too early. At least that's my opinion. I think they're celebrating too early. We won't know how everything is till 2027. To be honest, I don't know why I chose that number. To be honest, that's just a random. That's a random year, guys. I don't even know what's gonna happen in 2027, let alone 5G and coverage and everything going on. So we'll see. Want to see how T-Mobile reacts to this. Hopefully T-Mobile can actually catch up. Hopefully they can. Let's see. Let's see. 2027. So that's what we're in 2021. So in 6 years, we're gonna see how their coverage is, how things are gonna improve, how things are gonna top up because we don't know what will happen. Heck, AT&T could be the leader in 5G for 2 years. Then Verizon might beat them to it, and T-Mobile. We don't know. It's a three-man brawl here. Now that Sprint's out of the picture. But let me know what you guys think about this. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.